Hi, Lauren Zealand here. Just wanted to say hello via video, check in with you guys. Hope you're having a great summer. And I also wanted to come and just address some of the questions we've been getting. I know there's a lot of unknowns going into this year, and so just wanted to have my face in front of the camera and let you guys know how we're viewing and approaching this year coming up. So earlier this summer, we did send out a general plan for our COVID contingency plan. And I know it was general and it lacked some specifics, but that's just because this is ever changing and we wanted the ability to be fluid and dynamic as we're responding to current state and federal guidelines. And therefore, we're taking measured steps towards our plan for this fall. But it's coming quickly. Just in a few short weeks, we're going to be beginning our fall semester. And because I've been getting some questions about, more specific details, we wanted to send out a diagram that includes, how we're going to handle different things. And obviously, no one knows exactly what the future holds and how we're going to have to adapt these plans. But again, just wanted to get a message out and also get a diagram that I'll be following up with so that you guys can see a little bit more detail to how we're handling and approaching this fall. But we were excited to see that just a few days ago the CDC did issue guidelines in support of students returning to in-person classes this fall. Their stance was on the overall health and well-being of students, and that really resonated with our staff. And we're attempting to approach the situation with a balanced viewpoint that considers the kids' emotional and social health in conjunction with their physical safety. And like I said, we will be sending out a diagram with this video that details some of the specific ways in which we'll be handling any illness this fall. But ultimately, I wanted to speak to our bigger picture and our bigger goal. And I just want you all to know that my hope and vision for this year is that despite the fact that this may prove to provide our biggest challenges yet, that we all get through it together. And I hope that as a community, we can all be supportive and understanding of the different situations and the different viewpoints that we all represent, and that we can walk through this year in a way that honors God, where we can love each other, where we can take heart despite the troubles of this world, and where we can walk in confidence because of the God that we serve. And I know that many of you understandably are nervous about what this year may bring, and you're even nervous about paying tuition for something that may prove to be different than your original expectations. And I'm here to say that if possible, we want you to step into this year with us together. We have a great board of directors who are all parents of students at Onward, and I promise you that they will be as fair and as thorough as they can possibly be when making decisions that impact our whole community. And also, I want you to understand that, one, Onward tuition is already discounted. Most similar academies charge upwards of $4,000, and we've intentionally discounted our tuition for the sake of affordability for you guys. And all of our staff are here for the mission. And two, we don't know what the future holds. But we know that if we don't make a go at it this year and we don't do the best with what we have, that due to our low-cost model and our margins, we wouldn't be able to sustain or retain our wonderful teachers without a supportive community. We want to outlast this pandemic by continuing to provide jobs for our wonderful teachers so we can not only be here but be thriving and ready for the next school year. We want Onward to be here for our families down the road. We want to be ready to serve alongside you in raising and educating our children and ready to move onward. Number 3, we know that some of you have heightened financial and health concerns for which we empathize, and we are very sorry for all that is going on and all the ways that this has negatively impacted families. And we understand that it has impacted certain people differently than others, and we want to work with you. But for everyone else who is able, we really want to ask you to rally together and to be prepared for the potential ups and downs that this year may bring. and to consider the impact that each family and each decision has on the future of Onward. And lastly, due to the major preparations that must take place in order to get ready for a regular school year, let alone manage the repercussions of a pandemic on a school setting, I am unfortunately unable to personally respond by phone or by email to each of your questions regarding COVID. And I realize that this can be frustrating, and I will continue to try to get back to you, but I'm sorry that it's not in a timely manner. But I would encourage you to review the diagram that I'm including with this video, and if you have further questions after that, to email them to me, and I will do my best to slowly upload them to an FAQ page and post that in the next few weeks. But in closing, Onward was built from God's call, from a lot of love and a lot of sweat, from our families, from our teachers, and from our administrators. And this is our community. And it has thrived in large part due to the passion and the support that this community has invested over these last few years. And I hope that we can all step into this next year with the same love, the same sweat, the same passion, the same support, standing on the foundation that God has built. And despite the challenges and the changes that this year may bring, that we can get through this together, ready to move onward.